This episode of Telling Our Stories is sponsored in part by The Uplift X. The Uplift X creates eco-friendly, customized unisex apparel with positive words of affirmations that impacts good vibes, positive energy, and good, healthy mental wellness. We are the hope dealers of spreading purpose, love, joy, faith, and a positive mindset. Join the Uplift X movement for positive vibes only. Visit us today, theupliftx.com. Previously on Telling Our Stories. Some Hispanic families, when they come to the States, they don't want their children to learn Spanish.
Yeah.
They only want them to know English because they think they can assimilate better.
Yeah.
And I think it's the wrong thing that parents should not do, because I think to be connected with your cultural background is the most important thing.
Welcome to Season 2 of Telling Our Stories, but this season is a little different. We're coming to you all the way from Paris, France. I decided to move to Paris briefly to learn the language. Now, while my plan was to immerse myself in French culture to learn the language, God had a bigger, brighter plan for this trip. This time around, I sit down with Black queer men and women across several sexual identities. Now make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you never miss an episode. This is Telling Our Stories, the Paris edition. Is there a divide between trans women and trans men, or is there more connectedness?
I don't feel like it. I don't feel.
There is still and you are not a big community in
a
Paris.
lot of trans women talk to me and sometimes ask for me for advice. I'm like, some things I can tell, some things some things I don't know, so I tell them, you should go talk to another trans woman because some info that I don't have, so I can help you, but not that much, So, but I think we're pretty close. I mean, I'm close with a lot of trans women, and I feel like it's easier to be with any trans person than any cis person. Like, I will always feel better and at ease with a trans woman and a trans man than a cis
works on
than a cis people, And when the other day we went to eating with Nikki, and we talked together, and I was like, yeah, me too, and she was like, yeah, me too, I felt like this or something. And we connected, even though we don't have the same age, we don't come from the same background,
we have a different experience,
but we connected. And I don't think that I can connect like this with a cis people. A cis man, a cis woman. It's not possible.
Y'all have a special bond.
What was particular for me when I was working at H&M, and the mistake that I've done, I think, is I should have changed store and went in a different store, because the people who knew me before saw me transitioning, and they didn't accept me. They didn't accept my new person, my new identity, and it was very hard because the girls were like, we don't want to go to the bathroom after her.
I was going to ask, is the bathroom thing a thing here?
Go ahead.
It happened. And what's so crazy is that I was working for a brand called H&M who is openly accepting of trans folks, but I went through this. So the people were not aware of that. Second thing, it was the fact that my colleague was saying to me, oh my God, I have my period right now, which is something that you would never know and never understand.
Oh my
God. For free. Just for free.
Just like that. So I went through all kinds of micro and verbal aggression through work. So it was hard on a daily basis to face that and face it mentally and face it. And I used to be like, but why is it such a problem? And then I knew that if I would have switched store, I probably would have less harassment. But the harassment was still going to be here. Because for cis people, we are still looked at an anomaly somewhere, you're not normal, what is going on, what happened into your brain, how could you live like that? And then it's the fact that, well, if things are hard for you, it's because you made a choice.
You made a choice. Yeah.
And you're forced to first accept your existence for you. So face your demons, face your traumas, move forward, and then you have to
deal with that bitches
around you, and then understand that first, it's not a choice, because most of trans teens, when they can't make it, they commit suicide. So if they had the choice, they would not have committed suicide to begin with.
Right.
Plus, I think that parents should make the effort to, when you have a child, it is your responsibility to educate him. But then it's also your responsibility as a parent to educate yourself.
Okay, bitch. Say that shit again, bitch. Educate yourself, parents.
Educate yourself, parents, because, you know, just as lately, I was so surprised to see Marlon Wayans to talk about.
Oh my God.
As a trans son.
Trans son.
I just saw it again today.
God.
Wayne, show the way.
Show the fucking way like Gabrielle Union, bitch.
Show the way.
Show the way.
Magic Johnson, even though his son is not trans,
but show the way.
They show the way, you know, and it's also the responsibility of parents to educate yourself.
Oh my God.
So would you overall say that you're happy?
In friends?
No. In your identity. In your identity.
I am, but friends make it difficult. You know.
Yeah.
Friends makes everything difficult.
Are you happy? Overall, would you say you're happy? I know that this is who you are, but what I'm saying is, are you happy?
Oh, it's a tough question for me to answer because I am comfortable in my skin.
What, my son? Cheers, my son.
She said that.
Comfortable in my skin.
Shout out to T.S. Money.
Yes, cozy. So I'm comfortable in my skin, but happier because I think it's. Sometimes I have this envy when I see trans who transition throughout their adolescence, because it's a blessing. Because then you have your whole life to live your whole identity. When me, I had it in my past, and now I feel like I'm. It's gonna sound crazy when I say it, but it feels as though I'm 7 again.
It felt like you're newborn, like a newborn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and I have to.
And you don't sound crazy.
Like your life just began.
You don't sound crazy.
It is.
We actually, and that's fun. That's really interesting that we're having this discussion because even me right now, I'm learning stuff. You know, about like people like transitioning like later in life, you know. And it's a new start. So even or like when you take your hormones and stuff like that, and now I'm thinking about it, when you take your hormones, like the titties start growing and stuff like that. It's like, you know, a teenager.
Exactly. And then you have to embrace yourself. And the next word that I'm going to use, adjusting with this new life, with this, and also you have to face things in life that you wasn't facing before because of your gender. So it's also the responsibility of parents that when they see, and then when it happens to have trans kids, to thoroughly educate yourself. So what can you do to help your child? To navigate this life, because you brought him there. Or her there.
Him or her, right?
Or them.
Or them.
Oh!
Them, they, non-binary. Right.
The rainbow.
The rainbow. It was important to mention it. Yes. You know, so they can fully embrace themselves, blossom into who they are or they want to be, because it is a journey.
What do you say when people say, "Oh, it's just too much now"? It's them. People want to be called them or they, and
it's not too much. It's just that people want to. I'm not gonna say give it a try, but they see that a lot of people have the courage to talk. You know, when they see the representation on the social media, when they see trans men, trans women, non-binary people that looks like them, and they feel like this, they want to say it out loud and not just, you know, push it away.
People think that this is a trend,
right?
And people think that, oh, it came up last night.
Yeah.
No, they always existed.
Yeah.
It's just that we didn't have the vocabulary to put a name into them.
Yeah.
You know. So that's the thing. Is it too much? No, you're just not enough.
I think it's, no shame, but I think it's this thing of like new things coming. Even in our community, in the queer community, like when like they find a good name for trans people, when they are raised, they was like, oh my god, it's too much. When the non-binary people come, like, oh, it's too much. When the we can just don't have like name for everything. Even in the community, we talk like this, you know. Even like us, we like, oh, what is that? Like, damn, like, oh. And in French, it's so difficult to say they, them. It's like, yeah.
We don't have it.
Yeah. So you don't have that here.
Yeah, like
we
it's
have
really complicated. I'm
yeah.
trying every day, like in my language, to do
You are, no, you are. Even in the
Because it
you
doesn't
have to say.
translate.
Yeah, I always do it
It's
like
weird in
tous,
French.
exactly, but
It's
we don't
yell instead of them.
yell,
Like, you know, it's
tous,
Yeah.
yeah.
For example,
Yeah.
two stuff.
It's like
To
everything.
blend the boys, to blend the girls,
Yeah.
and to blend they.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
don't have a
It's
them.
like,
It's like you a mix of a he and a she.
Yeah.
Right.
And we
Yeah,
we
because
use this to
yeah.
you know
Try.
try to call the non-binary people
Yeah.
because the them doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Right.
Because in
In
France-
terms of the language.
in,
Yeah.
in
doesn't
France,
exist.
the masculine, come to
The masculine.
masculine always win. If there is like
Dominant.
like
Yeah.
5 girls, 1 man in the room, it's
Yeah.
like
Takes-
it,
it
yeah,
takes-
it's him.
And see, I never understood why. And because I never understood why,
She
I made
never-
the choice to call everybody she.
She,
You
yeah,
know,
always.
like and even like, for example, I'm in my straight like gang group.
Yeah,
I call them she.
Yeah.
Right.
gag.
You can be mad, maybe,
Yeah.
or whatever the case may be. The women's had to and still are dealing with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So buckle up.
So, like in English language, like when people who identify as non-binary, they
Yeah.
want to be called them or they, or they want to be called their name. So, like you said, in French, certain words just don't translate, so it doesn't make
Yes.
sense.
Yeah.
Just like when we were talking about slang, Miss Thang. Like Miss Thang is just a gay
Yeah, it's
term,
a gay-
or girl, or
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah.
Those words don't translate because if you said
No.
Miss Thang in French, what is
Madame
it?
la chose, it don't work.
Madame la chose. Like
It don't
nobody's
work.
saying that. It's
Yeah.
Miss Thang.
It's mistake.
So to me, it's so fascinating that you guys jump from French
First
to
to
English and
English.
English to French,
Yeah.
especially when you talk about slang.
Yeah.
Because like you know, in the gay world, people say bitch, da da da.
Right,
What is
yeah.
bitch in French?
Yeah,
salope.
pute, salope.
Salope.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying salop.
No, salope, no.
And not for fun.
And
Not-
that's when we did the opera,
Yeah.
and I always say bitch, right? And in French, back then, they used to say biatch.
Yeah.
And biatch was really, really bad. It means that bitch, you were fucking slut.
Right.
And us, so we was at the opera or whatever, and I don't know if it was auditioning or even we was just rehearsal or whatever, and the people was there, my choreographer and stuff like that was there. And somebody was like doing a great move or whatever, and I was like, bitch! And they was shocked. They was really, really shocked. And they legit came to me and asked me why I keep saying that. I said, bitch, that's me like motivating the girls. Like, you know,
Right,
it's
right.
a endorsement.
A term of endearment.
Endearment. And they got it. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
And there is really like this French hypocrisy about real like TDS like sex workers, you know. They got this really like everybody like in France is really so sexual and so fetishes, but
Yeah.
everybody like act like
In the States, they love
nothing,
it, but
you
in
know?
France,
and all this name like when you say like salad bitch is really like oh and they don't respect. There's horophobia, like big horophobia here.
Right.
You know, like everybody go there, everybody watch porn,
Right.
but nobody like respect these people, and there is like this thing of no right for them here and stuff. So when you say bitch, they're like, so now when I'm speaking, because I'm a host, I was like, bitch is like beautiful, intelligent, talented, charismatic, and hot. And they're like, oh yeah, yes, of course, a bad, like when you say a bad
The
bitch.
bad bitch.
Yeah.
Like,
Who's the bad bitch in the room? Like, who's the baddest bitch in the room? Like, you know,
It's
we were saying that on the
like-
mic.
Yeah.
Take that word and make it like your own. And
Correct.
bitch, a bitch, bitch.
yeah,
It's so powerful.
powerful.
Coming up next on Telling Our Stories.
I was kind of shocked because in my mind I was like, God damn, I got a dick in my ass. So I go in my bathroom and I watch.
This is the part of the story I couldn't wait to get to. Okay, you guys have been asking me about the sea moss. Okay, here it is. Here's the plug. It is www.bhaitybloom.com. And if you use promo code CTWS, you'll get 10% off every single time you order. There's a variety of flavors, everything from mango to strawberry to green apple to pomegranate. It is there. Go on over to the website, www.bhaitybloom.com. This product comes directly from St. Lucia. Quite frankly, this is the first time I've had sea moss that doesn't taste like algae. Sea moss is great for improving energy levels, joint pain. Oops, yes, I dropped that. Removing inflammation from the body. And yes, it's perfect for the entire family, even the children. This really is the first time I've had sea moss that doesn't taste like a sea creature. You know that fishy taste. Yeah, it doesn't have that. But listen, follow her on Instagram and Facebook. You see it. There's Tiffany right there. Tiffany used to live here in Paris. So this little hideaway was her idea. Tiffany has a crepe with bacon. She didn't want bacon, but there's bacon on it because the Parisians don't really cook their bacon bien cuit, which is well done. And this is mine. I don't know what this is. It's like a little salad on top.
Goat cheese.
And yes, is it cheese on it?
I believe I thought I saw.
I am gonna eat it because we're in Paris, so it's fine. First sexual experiences. Did you feel liberated? Did you feel a sense of guilt? For me, it was a sense of guilt. It was just like, oh my God, what did I just do?
Take me back.
So I want you to tell the story.
No, take me back.
Okay, so I want to hear your story.
But we want to hear yours too.
No, but they know my story.
We don't know.
Okay, so the first time that I ever did anything with a guy, I was 22. I was 22 years old. Okay. And I had moved to Atlanta. I hadn't even been there a year. And so I met this guy, long story short. I'll tell this full story in my first book. But he asked me if he could kiss me. And I was just like, oh my God. I was so bashful. I was like, did you really just ask me that? So anyway, he pecked my lips. It
That's
wasn't
good because he was asking for consent.
Yeah.
That's what you got from that? And so he was like, can I kiss you? I was like, oh my God, why didn't you just do it? You should have just did it. So then I had to think about it, and I was overthinking it.
Yeah.
But anyway, and it was just a peck. And then later we ended up, another day, this was days and days later, we ended up messing around. But we never had intercourse. We just kind of messed around. Because I kind of ghosted him. Because when he kissed me, it just brought it was a sense of guilt, all of those things. And so I just didn't return his calls. And I remember he left me a message on my answer machine. This is before voicemail. It was an actual machine. And I came home and I pressed the button. Yeah. And he said, I guess you decided not to be gay. Because I haven't heard. And I just kept thinking, what if somebody was in here with me when I pressed? But nobody was there. But so that was my first experience. And so.
And you meet him again or like?
Yeah, we hung out a little bit, but we never actually went all the way.
So,
Okay.
Let's go. Who's next?
Benny.
Who's next?
And more so, I'm not asking you because I see you kind of recalling. You don't have to give me your actual. Yeah. I just want to know, how did you feel? Did you feel overwhelmed? Did you feel a sense of grief? Were you happy?
It's for the community.
Right.
So I met this guy online. I was young.
Young? How old?
See, a bitch don't want to say a story.
Don't want to tell her story.
Like,
but she got questions.
Yes, she got questions.
Uh-huh.
I was like, what?
I wanted to know the same thing.
I helped.
Yes.
So I was like, I think 14.
Okay.
Who fast ass? All
I was
online.
15. I was 15.
You were.
wow.
Listen,
15?
This is a safe space, okay?
Yes, it is.
We're home. Don't judge me with your looks. So I was 14, and so I met this guy online. It was older than me or whatever.
How much older?
Pay it.
Yeah, this question is interesting too,
Hey,
about.
I don't know. I
Bring the camera over here. All you young gays, you be careful with these
Yes.
old men. Okay? Go ahead.
Ale, no shame.
bring the camera over here. I don't recall his age. So it was older or whatever. So I go to his house, and he was living next to my house or whatever. So I walk. So
Just a fast ass.
I can't. I walk. I go there. Then obviously I told him that's my first time. Because you
were going to give him the goodies. Is that what I hear you saying? Okay, so you were going to give him the goodies.
Yeah, so I told him that's my first time. I go, so we start. He kissing me or whatever. That's not the first time I kissed a boy. The first time I kissed a boy was very weird. But so he kissed me or whatever. Then he started to, take off my clothes or whatever the case may be. Long story short, he fucked me.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna office.
He fucked me.
I think Barbara Walters has a question.
Yes.
Oh no.
He fucked.
But wait, you told me you didn't know how to prepare.
Yes, but because obviously nobody told me taught me that. Or
He was
whatever.
fast enough
you
to
don't
know how to
watch
go
porn?
online.
You never watch porn?
Yes, but like when you watch, especially gay porn, they don't show you how to Dutch.
Yeah.
Thank God I was clean
Okay.
because I have like a little brain or whatever. But
But even you're not clean, sometimes it's happening, it's okay.
listen,
No
I'm not
shame.
Picasso, honey. I'm not trying to be Picasso. So everything went well or whatever, but I was kind of shocked because in my mind I was like, God damn, I got a dick in my ass. So I go in my bathroom and I watch.
This is the part of the story I couldn't wait to get to. Go ahead.
I watch my booty hole in the mirror like.
He took a mirror.
Is it still here?
He took a mirror and looked at his butt.
So I have a question. How did you deal with the pain?
Yeah.
You talking about the first time or right now?
No, right now I'm on your throat.
Okay, because baby.
I thought you were going to say, so you're doing the bending?
Who's doing the bending?
Who's doing the bending? Baby, we all bend, honey.
Bend over.
So the
first time.
The
Yeah.
first time.
Maybe when you are in the.
No. It was painful. No shade.
Did you enjoy it or no?
No,
Okay.
not the first time.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy it. I was more shocked and like, okay, that's how.
Processing?
Yes, I was like, oh my god, that's really how it is. Like, and it looked more current on the movie in the movie or something. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, that was like a hookup.
Yeah.
So the feelings was not there or whatever the case may be. So I didn't really enjoy. I was more trying. But then after, honey,
You're pro.
I'm
He
like,
was a pro.
don't say was. Ease.
He
wow.
is a pro. Mariano,
Oh my God.
how old
I
were
was,
you?
I think.
11.
Oh wow. No, I think I would say it was a woman because I was dating men before. And
Can't
I
man.
don't know if he
Oh,
was cute, like gentle,
Can't see.
like comfortable man, like
Can't see.
Girl,
You dated soft men? Is that what?
what you be like cunty?
Can't say. It's okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. No, I think the first time with a woman was like can I say
15.
15. And I was in oh my God, he don't know, but I don't think he speak good English, so I don't give a fuck. I was with this man, like I was in a relation with this man, and he was really cute, like 7 years of relation. But I was just like fucking with girls and just like.
So you had a girl. You were messing with girls while you were in this 7-year relationship.
Yeah.
So look at her face. So in other words, men are not the only ones that are on the DL. Continue.
Yeah.
No, because I was thinking really it's just a sexual thing. Like I was like, no, I'm not gay. Look at me, I'm African. I'm from Congo. Look like I don't look like Hélène in show.
You didn't look like Ellen.
No shame. I'm not. It's just sexual thing, And I was like, before there is no. We in the lesbian community we don't have a lot of like website or
Apps.
but there is one or two, and it's really white.
Yeah.
And
Really?
I'm sorry, like the way I cannot, like I'm really like I love my people. Like, I try, but no, like voila, huh? And more they like if they convolise better is like I'm like okay, so you know, rumba. Bon, so, but yeah, the first time I was in the website, and there is a website like I think it was a straight website where you can choose
If you want
woman or man. And I just choose women,
Like
and
Tinder?
nobody. Yeah, but it was like a website,
Yeah,
really
yeah,
like
yeah.
nobody has picture
Yeah.
and just name. And I just love the name of this girl. I was like, oh, okay, let me tag, you know. So I talked with her, and I was in my auntie house, like in my bedroom,
Under the cover.
4 a.m. like, and I was like, no, I'm not gay. I'm just watching like gay porn in this girl.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it was really struggling, but we was talking, and she sent me a picture, and she was just like, wow, like dream come true, like my dream come true.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. She was like, yeah, let's see each other together tomorrow. So I just called one of my friends, and I said to her, okay, I will tell my boyfriend that I sleep in your house. So she's good friend. So she back out.
Did she know you were going to see a girl?
Yeah, she knows. She was the only one who know, because my other friend was really straight and really not okay with this. They was really like, yeah, that's not, and that's why I think it take me time to come out, because a lot of people like before I came out was like, oh my god, I cannot. Or if she was lesbian, you know, this kind of like,
Yeah.
yee.
Those people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and that's
I was the same way. I would stay away from gay people.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
and but I was really like, boom, like the first time I was like directly, you know, I was like. That's our space. And I take the train like late. I was like with my boyfriend, like, hey, like, okay, I'm going to sleep with my friend out. Bye bye, clink. So I was really stressed, and I arrived, and this girl, there is a man in a room. So I was like, what is the plane? Like, well, and the man was like, just okay, I let you. Like, it was a friend, like, okay. So I just came, and it was so funny because I came, and like it was like I directly know how my body like it was fusion, like
Yeah.
like I was like, damn, like with girls it's like 2 hours, thank God, like 2 hours sex, you know. I was always thinking about like I'm this kind of girl who likes sex, but I will never go to orgasms and stuff. And
Right.
I'm like, bitch.
So that was the first time you
I
had
was
an
like,
orgasm.
Wow.
So 2 hours straight, like bam, 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 bam.
Oh my God.
And I was like, and she was like, "You sure it's your first time?" I was like, "Don't worry, like everything is all right." And it was so good, and it was so like fusioning conversation.
Right.
And I was always like with men, I have this thing of always like I was like a mother, you know, like a mother, and always. When they finish, they don't give a fuck about you finish, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why when I begin, Miss Thing.
Yeah.
Hey, faut leur dire, hein. So even when I try to take
Of
toys,
things to say.
mother, we're coming for you. I buy a lot of toys, and even the boy was like, okay, this is not toys is not good because it's replaced me. So I was
Right. So when you were dating guys, they didn't want you to bring toys in.
no, because
Yeah.
they think you're really insecure, you know, about toys, you know, because toys are toys, you know, you know what I'm saying. So we fought together, we spent good time, and at night she have in her bed punaise de lit. Bugs.
Bugs, you know, bed bugs.
Bed bugs?
Bed bugs.
Yeah, she had.
Understand, like you know
She had bed bugs?
her part, like the apartment was so clean, like she's a clean girl.
What's going on with France and these bed bugs?
Means thing they go, we don't know, they go to
They're
travel
always been
somewhere.
there, they're always.
Really?
Yeah, we always have like bed bugs.
Let me.
It's not. People made it like it's new, but it's not new.
Right, because when they
But she was like, it was a really clean house, but sometimes in class there is bugs.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
sleep
so you got bit?
all night. I was like, and you know what?
And you were naked, so.
Right.
No, it was after work. It was when we slept. So at 5 a.m. I took my stuff, packed my stuff. I was like, hey, bye, Anna. And I thought it was God who punished me.
Really?
Yeah, so I just called my friend. I was like, okay, I'm not lesbian. Like, it was good, but I think God punished me. Like, it has been
Right.
Yes, I was really like, okay, that's not my thing. And like you, I ghosted her. And I hope one day to find her again to say sorry.
Well, she may see this.
Maybe, yeah,
But
you know.
like the question is,
I blocked
She
it.
did say.
No.
She did answer the question.
No, the question
She
is.
did answer
No,
the
no, no.
question.
The
What?
question.
I know where
is,
you're going, but she did answer the
No, no,
question.
she didn't.
Yes, she surely
No,
did.
she didn't.
Yes, she did.
Did you bought the bed bugs to your boyfriend?
Oh, no, that's not the question.
that's
But
That's what I'm saying.
But no.
Okay.
No, but it's like but I was like it was like for me punishment of God.
Right.
For me, and when I experiment again, I was like, okay, no, it just God loved me, but not this time.
Right. On the next episode of Telling Our Stories.
If you had sex with a guy,
Yeah.
would you be the top or the bottom?
It depends.
Of the energy,
Yeah,
you know?
it depends on the energy.
Because you got a big old dick now.
I do, but
You won't feel that harassment that sometimes men have towards women. And I felt as though that when I became a trans woman, I turned into this big dildo.
He said make it in the areas too. He said they all in the crack, edge of crack, and they all in between.
Now,
They all between your.
Miss Chun-Li, what we're not going to do is you playing with my booty hole.
Well, you let the boys play with your booty hole.
As they should.
Ooh, is this my train?
Okay, so I ran to the train to connect, and I got on the wrong one. I was on that side at first. You live and you learn. When I released my first book, I remember thinking very heavily about Elon Harris and how he did it, how he managed to reach millions of people around the world through his work, and how I would do it. His readers became my readers. I write because it's my passion. I write with black people on my mind and black gay men in my heart. Toni Morrison gave me the courage to say that out loud.
Yes, I can write about white people. White people can write about black people. Anything can happen in art. There are no boundaries there.
I could write about anything, anyone, but I choose to write about our experience.
And I've spent my entire writing life trying to make sure that the white gaze was not the dominant one in any of my books.
Book of Jewels is my love letter to black people.
It has nothing to do with who reads the books. Everyone, I hope, of any race, any gender, any country.
Book of Jewels is 11 of the biggest life lessons that I've learned to date, and the stories behind those lessons. Book of Jewels is available now on Audible, all e-readers, and Amazon.com. Visit www.craig.